right, welcome back everybody to the next episode of my Let's Play series. I'm having a great day. Hope everybody is. As you see behind me, my dogs, they are just loving life right now. Get out of my way, Gas. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. So over here, as you can see, something's a little different. I've got the fresh animations pack re-uploaded. I had it at one point in time, and then I guess through upgrading versions, I lost it. So now I've got it back, and I love it. Especially when they lay down like this. They're just so cute. My bees, you can see my bees over here. They're just head banging away. Rock on, little brother. You can see they've got some pretty nice animations going on as well. So one of the things with these bees, though, they keep getting stuck here, here, under here, under here. And so this brings me to my next thing. So I want to get rid of this monstrosity. I like the house a little bit. It's good for a starter house. As you can see, I like to dig underground for the most part, but I want to get rid of this, all this garbage over here, make it clean up, make it look a little bit nicer. So yeah, let's get cracking at it. All right, as you can see, we got rid of that now. So this opened up a lot of space over here, made it definitely look a lot cleaner. So I'll still need to do some texturing and all that, but for right now, I'm gonna leave it as is, and I just noticed those bricks probably need to be put there. All right, now we're gonna add boop and boop. Now, the reason I put that there is because I am going to texture this roof a little bit to give it a little bit more definition instead of just a plain old brick roof. All right, as you can see, I've got my roof textured a little bit. So didn't add too much, but just enough to where it looks pretty good and makes it have a little bit of a different pattern. Make sure it's not all bland in the same tone, same colors. So trick is just to not give it a full blotches, more like veins when it comes to texturing. Now I'm no perfect texturer, but I'd say I did a pretty good job. Now that that's out of the way, there's a certain thing I want to do. So if you can see here, I have upgraded to 1.21.9. So obviously there's a few things that I want to check on, and the first thing is going to be copper. So the copper golem, I have no idea how to make these. Maybe ingots. There we go. So now we have all the copper armor, copper bars. So this is going to give us a lot more stuff for texturing. I think I need a carved pumpkin. And I believe you just take some copper like this. And, oh, looky you go. Hey, little fella. Now these guys will sort stuff that you put into their chest, but for right now, I'm just gonna have them around here for some animation. So I may put one in each of these corners. And shear. Shear. And all right, that's 12 more right there. Easy peasy. All right, let's add a few more right here. So one, bam. Oh, you can see they oxidize, so I'm gonna need to wax them so they don't oxidize. I believe when they get oxidized and fully oxidized, they stop moving. So each state they go in, they get slower and slower. But yeah, definitely a great addition to the game, Mojang. I definitely appreciate that, and I'm sure a lot of people do. And they're just, it's so good to have something more lively walking around your base. Let's go wax those copper golems so they don't change color. I guess I gotta do both the chest and the golem. Even though the blue chest would look kind of cool, I guess. What are you? What the? I don't know what's going on here, but okay. All right, well, things you see in Minecraft, and done. Placing some carpet, moss carpet down here because I believe a chunk I have over here is a slime chunk. And I needed to spawn proof the chunk itself, but I wanted to also make it look decent, so I figured I could, under this whole area, at least just throw some moss carpet down to make it look a little cleaner. And then we'll work on, I think, this chunk somewhere around in here, but we'll mine all the way down, make sure caves and stuff are spawn proof like there. Make sure they're all spawn proof so it doesn't affect any rates. But I keep having slimes randomly pop up here. And so I want to take advantage of that and have him spawn right below my feet while I'm just in my base. Beautiful thing about having a moss farm is I've got tons of moss. So this stuff comes very cheap. All right, it's been a few days in real life since the last recording, but as you can see, this has begun to be a huge project. So I have lit up all the caves and stuff surrounding. I have marked out, there's a couple pieces of slime chunks. This was a slime chunk. So I took all that and marked it as much as I could and spawn proofed it to where nothing could spawn within a certain radius of me being inside of my house. So as you can see, we've got it lit up pretty well. And I did all this on a live stream over on Twitch. So if you're not following me on Twitch, what are you doing with your life? So as you can see here, this is the slime chunk that I originally discovered and was going to use. So I've got just a few floors for them to spawn on, and then some iron golems, which I got to change this up a little bit. It's not quite exactly what I was wanting, and then things get stuck like this, so I got to troubleshoot a little bit. And I know there's a lot different farms and stuff you can look up to how to do things, but just kind of wanted to pick at it myself. I like creating things on my own. But as you can see, I've got a hopper minecart that rides underneath to pick up everything that's on the magma cubes. So they'll spawn here, as you can see, and they'll see the iron golem and be like, "Oh, I want to hurt that guy." As you can see, he's already hurt, so I got to figure out a way for them to not be able to hurt him. But um, so yeah, and they'll die. They'll die to this and to him if he's, mad enough. And then the minecart will come around and pick it up and then drop it off into this minecart unloader we have right here, just like so. Now we'll see. Hasn't been running too long, just for me being in the area, but I've already got 2.5 stacks almost. So I mean that's pretty good just for having a passive farm. And these bats, they are massive. I guess the fresh animations pack that I have on is not quite rendering them correctly. So that's a kind of nice little gimmick, I guess. Golly, Jesus. Now look what happened. Oh, I don't have any armor. And I still don't have any armor. What, a zombie steal my armor or something? Yeah, he did. Look at him all dressed up. God dang it. Yeah, really. God. Where's the rest of my stuff? It's all down there. I had to punch him to death. Well, as you can see in those last clips, I lost all my stuff. So the only thing I managed to keep was my elytra. Everything else, my picks and all that stuff, I have been having to come back and re-enchant, remake, and all that. So I've moved these villagers in here to trade my iron to. So kind of get some emeralds going. But over here, I'm still in the progress of working on adding more villagers. I had to start my villager breeder back up. But I'm going to try to get as much stuff. I had everything to get my picks all in order. My sword still needs a little bit of work. This is all I could get off an enchanting table at the time. My boots are about done. I need to add on Depth Strider, and then my helmet needs Aqua Affinity, and then I'll be set on my armor. I think the only thing left is I'm going to need a axe and a shovel. So still working on. I got to get some more villagers in here. I need to get the protection ones because getting this protection 4 was kind of a pain. Thankfully, the villagers give off pretty good XP, so trading them, I've just been trading iron to get the emeralds from them, and in return get a lot of XP out of it. So yeah, as you can see, pretty decent amount of XP, pretty good on emeralds. Now, after a while, once you trade so many times, they do raise their prices, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. All you do is give them a couple days cool off, and they'll should drop them right back down to normal. So, but as you can see, since I have such a nice iron farm that works pretty good, I've already gone through a whole row of blocks getting some of these emeralds, but it's not really that expensive considering I have an unlimited amount of iron basically, and I guess I have enough to where I can just throw it at them. I added in these bookshelves that are new. I don't know. I mean, they're kind of pretty neat. I mean, you can put a whole stack of items in one side of it, which is pretty cool. So I figured buying books or anything that I bought from any of the villagers that would be beneficial. Which for these guys, I probably wouldn't store anything. It's just for aesthetic looks. But yeah, the ones over here, I'll definitely store some extra books over here just to have on hand for if I were to die again. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, but you never know. Can't stay perfect forever. Of course, I've died a few times, just carelessness, but it's not like it's a hardcore world or anything to where I have to survive. So you gotta live life on edge sometimes, right? But all right, that's gonna do it for me from today. So if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like and a comment. And next time we'll try to finish this up. I'll be working on a live stream. So if you're not following me on Twitch, go to twitch.tv/xmuhabla. And yeah, give me a follow over there. I'll be trying to stream as much as I can. And then, of course, I'll have my VODs posted up on my YouTube page as well. But until then, take care. Oh, oh, God. Goodbye.